Good morning and happy Monday, and welcome back to another vlog. It's about 8:30. This is not typically where we start vlogs, but it's Memorial Day, so obviously I have the day off. Ryan is at work. He started at 8:30 today, which is nice because then that means he gets off early and we get to have a little more time this evening together. But until then, it's just me and the cats, and we're just gonna hang out and see what we can do around here. I do have dishes to do, and I'm probably going to do some editing. I didn't say it at the end of last week's vlog, but if you made it to the end, then you know I did do some editing yesterday. I actually got one video uploaded to YouTube and scheduled. I just need to make a thumbnail for it real quick, and then I have another video that honestly was so easy to edit that I'm basically done editing it, so I might finish that and make a thumbnail for that today as well. And I also want to film a monthly reset plan with me for June. I mentioned a couple videos ago that I wanted to maybe try to do monthly resets or plan with me's on the channel, so maybe I'll film that today because it is the end of May. I don't know when I'm gonna go out on a walk, and I don't want to drink caffeine too late. Yesterday I didn't drink coffee until like 1 o'clock, like when I got home from my walk and Ryan had gotten home from work. So I think I'm just gonna drink one of these Slate vanilla lattes. Okay, obviously I'm yapping. So I'm gonna crack this open, grab something to eat, and get started with my day. Before we continue on with the vlog and get really into our week, if you could give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, I would really appreciate it. And let's get our day started. Back home from a short walk. It's really nice out, and I wish I could have walked longer, but I just feel like I have a lot to do around the apartment and just in general. Usually I do all this on Sundays, but I think with Ryan getting off early yesterday and then me knowing I had today off, I just didn't do as much around here as I usually do. I've already washed all the dishes by hand besides the pot that's behind me on the stove still. But I do want to vacuum and do a couple other things. The cats are napping, so I think the vacuum is going to be put on hold until either they wake up or maybe even just later tonight when Ryan gets home, or maybe he'll just do it on his weekend. We'll see how that goes. I just don't want to wake them up because they're resting. So what I am going to do right now is make some lunch. I'm going to make this steakhouse wedge salad and top it with some blue cheese and set up my computer and do a little more work. I did make thumbnails for a video that I think I'm gonna have go live tomorrow, and what I'm gonna do is make thumbnails for another bonus video and finish editing it. Here's the thing with the bonus videos. I love having bonus videos because it gives other content besides the vlogs. The vlogs are just easy for me to film because it's obviously like me going about my week, but the editing is the hard part on those. Filming bonus videos is harder to do because I need to like get ready and figure out like planning for what I'm going to film. The editing on those is so much easier. It just takes me a while to get them edited and posted because I'm so focused on editing the vlogs. So in case you're curious why I mainly vlog and sometimes post bonus videos, that's why. But I do want to get into a habit of posting more bonus videos. I think I'm going to start with at least one a month. I would like to do that just because obviously as much as I love vlogging, the channel probably won't grow if I'm only vlogging. So anyways, I'm gonna make this salad and set up my computer, do a little more work. I do think I might go to my parents later this afternoon. Ryan is off at 4:30 and he works like 10-15 minutes from my parents, so I might head over there around like 3 and then hang out there, maybe get in the pool for a little bit if it's nice enough, and we'll probably just eat dinner there because then we don't have to worry about doing dinner here. I'm gonna stop yapping and make this salad and eat, and I will catch up with you later. On to washing my makeup brushes. Now I have a lot more than what I'm going to be washing, but I'm going to just wash the ones that I've used since the last time I've washed them, and my 2 makeup sponges. Your brushes probably need to be washed more than once a month, but if we're being totally honest here, I don't really wear makeup on a day-to-day basis. The most that I do during the week is mascara and my brows, which requires no makeup brushes, and I really only do my makeup like maybe once a week. And a lot of the time, if I'm just doing a basic face of makeup, I'm just using my sponges and maybe my blush brush, but I don't typically do a lot of makeup, and my eyeshadow brushes rarely see the light of day. I would love to do eyeshadow more often. I just don't really have time to get ready in the morning before work because I do not wake up early enough to do a full face. So these are the only brushes that I'm going to wash today, again with my sponges. All of these, besides this brush, I used last, obviously today when getting ready, but I think last was before today was a get ready with me with mainly NYX Cosmetics. I will have both of those videos linked down below and up above, but these are the only brushes that I've really used since then, so these are the only ones that need washed. There's a lot of brush soaps out there. Honestly, I just use Dawn dish soap because we already have it in the house because of doing dishes, and it's fairly cheap, and it works well enough for me. I don't feel the need to spend the extra money on an actual brush cleaner. I know there are some that are a little bit cheaper at Ulta and things like that, and I know Cinema Secrets has a good like really quick brush cleaner that you can use. I would only use it on brushes that you strictly use with powder products, so like powder blush, eyeshadow, powder bronzer, things like that. It doesn't really work well with brushes that use for liquid product. I've used it in the past and I did really enjoy it, but I just haven't repurchased it. So anyways, I do also have this mat that I got off Amazon a few years ago. It's small. I just leave it in the sink and have the water running, put a little bit of soap on the mat, run the brush on it, rinse it out, and then it's good to go. So we're going to do that. I'm not going to talk while we're doing it because obviously it's going to be a little difficult to talk over the running water, but let's clean my makeup brushes. My makeup brushes are all clean. This one right here, honestly, it's just stained from years of using blush. Also, it might be time just for me to get a new makeup sponge. This is an e.l.f. sponge, so it's fairly cheap at the drugstore, Ulta, wherever you get your e.l.f. products from. So I probably need to just repurchase this. That is a future just problem. This is also an e.l.f. sponge. This one isn't as bad. I think I bought this more recently than the face one, so it's still good for now. This is from e.l.f. I've had this brush for a while. This is the putty brush. I did break it a few months ago, but it still works just fine. This brush I use for highlighter. It's from Sephora. Bought that a few years ago, as well as this brush, which is from Sephora for eyeshadow. This one is from Target. I also bought this one a long time ago. And then the rest of my brushes, the white ones and the like green, pink, purple ones. Those are all from Spectrum Collections. So those are all clean now. So we can start fresh for a new month of makeup looks, which again, I don't really wear much makeup, so we'll see how much they're really used this next month, but at least they're clean if I decide I do want to do any fun makeup looks. I just pulled up to my parents. It's a little after 4, so I'm going to hop inside and go hang out with everyone. Ryan said he's just gonna head home just because his back is bothering him, so he's gonna just go home and hang out with the cats. So I'll probably be here for a couple hours. I was hoping to get here earlier than 4. I was kind of wanting to be here like closer to 3, but obviously that didn't happen, so it's fine. We're here now, so I'm gonna go hang out with my family and just kind of relax, maybe dip my feet in the pool. My mom said it's a little cold, so probably won't actually get in, but I do have my suit in the back seat if that changes. But I'm going to go in and hang out with everyone. Definitely the Mondayest Tuesday ever. Every 3-day weekend like this where I have Monday off and then Tuesday is just crazy, hectic, and it just feels like a Monday. I had like 5 meetings today. When I left work on Friday, I knew I had 3 meetings today just because my typical Monday meeting got pushed to today. And then by the time I got home, I had 4, and then this morning a 5th one got added. So it was just a really just crazy long day. I ended up staying at work until 5 and got home a little before 6, which is fine. I was able to get basically everything done. I do have a couple things I need to finish in the morning that should have been finished today, but honestly, if I finished them today, I would have been at the office until almost 6 probably. So plus Ryan got off work early, so I left around the time he did, and we got home around the same-ish time. Ended up hanging out for a little bit, eating dinner, watching the game. Literally just finished dinner probably like half an hour ago. It's a little after 10 now. I have already washed my face and brushed my teeth. I'm going to get in bed and do a little bit of reading before I fall asleep. Tomorrow is going to be another long-ish day. I do need to leave work on time though, so I was kind of hoping to get to bed a little bit earlier so I could wake up a little bit earlier and try to get to work early. Maybe I still can do that, but obviously going to bed early is not happening. So I'm gonna get in bed, do some reading before I fall asleep, and I will catch you tomorrow. Wednesday. It is around 10 o'clock again. It was a pretty busy day at the office again today, just trying to finish up things that I couldn't yesterday and just work in general. I did leave work at like 4 today because my brother's 8th grade promotion ceremony was this evening at like 6:30, so didn't get any clips of that, obviously, like trying to respect my family's privacy and not give away too much. But we did that and then went and got ice cream, and then Ryan and I got dinner, and I just finished eating a little bit ago. We just got Jack in the Box Just sat on my computer and ate, and now I'm gonna hop in the shower and get ready to go to bed. I wish I was going to sleep a little bit earlier. Also, I wish I could have done a little bit of editing tonight, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a little bit in and at least get started. I don't know. We'll see. It's just gonna be one of those weeks again, but I'm gonna hop in the shower, get ready for bed, wash my face, brush my teeth and all that, and just probably sit in bed and do a little bit of reading before I fall asleep, because I just ate a little bit ago and I don't want to lay down just yet, but we'll see. I'm surprisingly not too tired, which might screw me over tomorrow, because that means I'll probably be up until 11 again, and my alarm goes off at 6. Last night I was up until 11, so we're obviously not getting the most sleep this week either so far. But anyways, before I keep talking and put off showering and going to bed, I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I will catch you with an earlier talking clip tomorrow. We'll see. Thursday. I am about to hop in the shower and just get ready for bed. It's a little bit later than I was hoping, but Ryan and I went to the store because we had to get more cat food because we were out of wet food and almost out of dry food. So we went and got that, and we ended up going and having a beer, getting some pizza for dinner, and now it's time for me to shower and get ready for bed. Unfortunately, no editing has happened yet this week. I did on Monday, obviously, but not on the vlog. So that means tomorrow night is going to be very editing heavy, because I don't think I'm going to get on the computer after I get out of the shower. I think I might just get in bed and do some reading and go to sleep. It's a little after 9, and even though I know there's probably not going to be as much traffic getting to work in the morning, I would like to not leave super late, because I've left kind of late all week and showed up a little after 8. I think we're just going to be really deep in the editing tomorrow night and Saturday, which has been typical for the last couple weeks. I don't know what it is. Hopefully starting next week I can get back into my rhythm of like editing a little bit earlier in the week. Anyways, it's just been one of those weeks. I love a 3-day weekend, but it always throws me off. It doesn't feel like tomorrow is supposed to be Friday, but it is, which is weird. Anyways, I'm gonna hop in the shower, get ready for bed, and then probably just do a little bit of reading. I'm still working on finale. I think I'm almost 80% of the way through the book right now. So I do need to work on finishing it, because my loan technically ended yesterday. Luckily, I still have it on my Kindle, because I do have my Kindle on airplane mode, but I do need to finish it pretty quickly. So I'm going to get in bed and do a little bit of reading before I fall asleep, and then we'll just focus on the editing tomorrow. Happy Friday. We made it through what felt like a very long week. It was a short week, obviously, because we had Monday off, but something about short weeks, they just feel longer than regular weeks, if that makes any sense. It's a little after 5:30. I left work a little early today just because with how long the week has felt. I was done with what I could get done for the day. I can't really do anything else until next week. So I am home now, going to just hang out with the cats. Like I said a couple days ago, or yesterday, or whatever day it was, I edited a little bit Monday, but it was not the vlog. Tuesday night, hung out with Ryan and then made dinner, which I forgot to mention it. I found a taco seasoning recipe because we don't have taco seasoning, and I found a recipe, we had all the ingredients, so I just made a taco seasoning for the taco meat that we put in our taco bowls. How many times can I say taco in one sentence? I'll put the recipe down below. It actually was really good. And I also found a copycat like Chipotle cilantro lime rice recipe. I couldn't tell you how close it is to the Chipotle rice just because I typically get brown rice when I get bowls from Chipotle, so not sure how close it was to the actual cilantro lime rice from Chipotle, but I will link it down below because Ryan said it was good, and Ryan typically gets the white rice from Chipotle. So that was what we did for dinner on Tuesday. Anyways, it was just late night. Wednesday, we had my brother's 8th grade promotion. Didn't get home until late, so that was a late night. Yesterday, as I said, we went and had a beer, got some things from the grocery store, and got pizza for dinner, and then I showered and did some reading and fell asleep. So it's been some late nights this week. I'm pretty tired, but I do need to get started on some editing. But I think what I'm gonna do is make a drink first, because it's just been one of those weeks. So I'm gonna make the Hillstone Crisp Martini just because I have half a lemon that I need to use, and obviously I opened the bottle of Sauvignon Blanc 2 weeks ago when I made it, so I need to probably just drink it before it goes bad. I did have a glass last night, but obviously I just need to drink it. Ryan's not gonna drink it, so it's up to me. So we're gonna make that, and then we're gonna get on the computer and do some editing because I have not done any this week, and I need to lock in and get some done because it needs to get done. And I need to get back into my groove of editing earlier in the week. This week was just one of those weeks where it was just late nights all week. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're just gonna hang out. Ryan's not off until 6, so he probably won't be home until close to 7. I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight because I don't really have anything planned. We'll figure something out. My meal plan stopped with Monday. So hopefully it is a chill evening where I can just get some good editing in. Before I yap on too long, I'm going to make a drink and sit at my computer and get started because I'm just putting it off at this point. So I'm going to do that, and I'll catch you later. Morning and happy Saturday. It is 9:30. I've been up for a little bit. I've just been hanging out with the cats. I got them some wet food, and then I sat down at my computer because I do need to continue with the editing this morning. I don't think I'm gonna go on a walk first thing. I have a nail appointment at 11:30. I'm gonna be honest, not sure what we're gonna do with the nails this time around. I've been loving the French tip, but I don't know if I want to do a French tip again. We'll see what I decide. But anyway, since I have my nail appointment at 11:30, I think what I'm gonna do is just get some coffee and something to eat and sit on my computer and edit until 10:45, 11-ish. That gives me like an hour and a half of editing. I did a good amount last night. I still have quite a bit to do, of course. So I think that's the plan for now. After my nail appointment, I'm obviously gonna go grocery shopping and get things for the week. And then I'll come back here and then do some more editing. Maybe I'll go on a walk a little bit later in the afternoon. It's cooler today. I mean, it's gonna be warm, but I'll probably try to go at least on a short walk and get like outside and get some fresh air, some movement, probably check the mail because I haven't done that all week. So I think that's the plan. For coffee, I just had to dump out the milk because it was not good anymore. And so I don't have milk, so I can't make a latte. It's not cold enough for hot coffee. And honestly, I drink hot coffee Monday through Friday, so I really enjoy having my iced coffees on the weekend. So I think what I'm gonna do is just make an iced Americano. I do still have creamer, so we can do that. I know a lot of people don't use creamer in their Americanos, but I do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today. And since I'm not drinking an Alani, I will have 2 shots of espresso in it. I'm gonna make an iced Americano, grab something to eat, and then set up the computer and do some editing before we head to get these nails done. Back home, finally. It's almost 3:30. I was at the nail place way longer than I was planning on being there, but it's fine. The nails are done. Obviously, I already inserted a clip, but here they are up close. I was like a reddish kind of orange color. Not really what I was planning on doing when I walked in, but I changed my mind, so this is what we have for the next couple weeks. I have already put away all the groceries. I do need to do a fridge clean out. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow before I go on a walk in the morning. That way I can just take the trash out with me when I do that. But everything's put away. We have a very full fridge, but at least we're hopefully set for the next week. I don't think I'm gonna go on a walk just because it's already almost 3:30 and I need to just hop back on the computer and finish editing. But I do think before I do that, I'm just gonna walk to the mailbox real quick because I haven't checked the mail all week. So I think I'm gonna just do that, get a little bit of fresh air, a little bit of movement in, grab the mail, and then I'll come back, sit down, and just bust out some editing until Ryan gets home. He's off in about an hour, so he'll be home 5:30-ish. So that's like 2 hours of editing that I could do. Hopefully it's enough to get most of the vlog edited and good to go so I can just finish it up tonight and maybe actually have it exported and uploaded before I go to bed tonight. Fingers crossed that actually happens, but we'll see. To make sure I can do that, I'm not gonna yap on too long right now. I'm going to just get outside, go check the mail, get a little bit of fresh air, and then get to work. Probably eat something as well because I haven't really eaten anything today and I'm pretty hungry. So we're gonna do that also when we get back. So let's get going and get some things done. Good morning. It is about 9:30. Ryan left for work probably like 20 minutes ago, so it's just been me and the cats. I actually got the vlog exported last night, got it uploaded this morning, so now all I have to do is make a thumbnail, which means it'll actually go live a little bit earlier today than usual, which is exciting. We're hopefully gonna get back in our groove. I think it helps that last week wasn't a super crazy week. If you watched the vlog, then you know. It was just a pretty chill, typical week, so there wasn't really a lot going on, so it was actually pretty easy for me to edit because there wasn't a lot of clips because we didn't really do much. It was just a lot of hanging out at home, which honestly, I'm not mad at. I'm a homebody and I love being here in my space with my things, my cats, Ryan when he's home and all that stuff. So anyways, like I said, I just need to make a thumbnail this morning. So I'm going to do that while I drink my Alani, and then I'm going to, I think, make avocado toast for breakfast. Usually I would have one of those hash browns in the morning while I'm drinking my Alani, like before I go on a walk, but I don't have any. I ate my last one on Friday, I think, so we're just gonna make some avocado toast. I did use half an avocado last night on our salads, well, on my salad. So I have half this morning. I'll just make that and that'll be my little breakfast before I go on a walk because we are going to go on a walk today. I do think I want to stream today, but we will see. It just depends. I do have a video that I filmed earlier this week that I want to go live on like Tuesday. It's a plan with me video for the month of June. It shouldn't take me too long to edit, so hopefully I can edit it pretty quickly. And even if I don't get it edited this afternoon, I can just finish editing it tonight and then get it exported and uploaded. With that, we will have 2 more bonus videos coming because I do have another one that's already exported and uploaded, but I do want to stream today, so we just gotta get moving and get going. So before I yap on too long, I'm gonna drink this Solani, go make a thumbnail real quick and eat something, and then we're gonna go on a walk and get started with our day. My walk, and I figured I would make my coffee with you because I totally forgot to mention yesterday that I bought a new creamer from the store. This is the cookie dough creamer from Chobani. I've seen, I think it's Abby Aslan is how you pronounce her last name, use this in her YouTube vlogs. I'll have her channel linked above and below, but I've never seen it in my Vons or Albertsons when I went a couple weeks ago. So when I saw it yesterday, I figured I would grab it and try it out. I do need more creamer for at the office because I'm almost done with what I have in my fridge there. So I figured if I like this, then I'll take it with me to work and use it there. If not, I'll probably still use it because creamer isn't necessarily cheap. So anyways, we're gonna make my latte real quick and then we're gonna try this out and see how it is. I bought a smaller thing of milk this week because I usually buy a half gallon, but Ryan doesn't use it and I only use it for coffee because I'm not a milk drinker. So it goes bad a lot of the time before I get the chance to use the whole thing. And I definitely dumped out most of the half gallon that I bought a couple weeks ago, yesterday, before I went to the grocery store. So we're just gonna go with 1 quart for the next couple weeks. And now Lily is on the counter because she saw that I have milk. I try not to give them milk, but every once in a while I'll cave and give her like a little bit, not much. Anyways, I have my shot of espresso and my milk in here, and I'm just gonna add probably a little more than I typically would for creamer just so I can get some of that flavor. And we're gonna see how this is. I just washed this cup this morning before I went on my walk. Ooh. That's actually really good, and it really tastes like cookie dough. I might add a little bit more. I think a serving of this is like a tablespoon, and honestly, it kind of has a lot of sugar. Well, it has 6 grams of sugar. So it is a little sweet. But honestly, I could use just this creamer and not add sugar or agave, and it would be perfect. So now I'm thinking I should have bought 2 because we're almost out of our creamer in this fridge, and I'm the only one who drinks coffee. Ryan hasn't been drinking coffee lately just because he's trying to stay away from caffeine, and he doesn't drink decaf either at the moment. But we're almost out of the creamer in this fridge, so maybe I should have bought a second one. But if I see this at the grocery store again next weekend, I'm just gonna buy another one to have here because I'm definitely taking this to the office and it's gonna stay there. So again, 10 out of 10. If you see this at your grocery store and you like cookie dough, you drink coffee, definitely recommend trying it out. I'm gonna go drink my coffee and hop in the shower and then do a little bit of editing before I get ready to hopefully stream, figure out lunch because I'm kind of hungry, and we'll just continue on with our Sunday. It's 3:15 now, and I am doing some makeup because I plan on going live in about 15 minutes. So I figured I would chat with y'all and update on some products that I used in my most recent Get Ready With Me, the one with mostly NYX products. I'll have it linked above and down below. I haven't used all of these products multiple times, if I'm being honest, because obviously I don't really do a full face of makeup every day, but there are a couple things that I've used multiple times. So I figured I would update y'all on all those while we're getting ready. I've already done my foundation and powdered my face. So first, I guess we'll talk about the Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. Again, some of these products, if you watched the video, then you know that some of them are not available anymore. So I guess what I say doesn't really matter if you can't really get the products. But this, I mean, it's a setting powder. I don't really set my face very often, but it does the job, and it's not too drying. When I have used it, my face doesn't feel too dry, which is always good, especially since I have a drier skin type. With the brow gel, again, a product I don't think that you can get anymore. I do like it and it works pretty well. This is a product that I was needing a refill on because the brow gel that I was using was almost gone. I do like this, but I'll show you the wand that it has is like a little too big for my liking for a brow gel. I prefer a smaller spoolie on a brow gel. Before I was using the NYX brow glue, and this is what the spoolie looks like on that. As you can tell, it's a lot smaller. So I feel like that just works better for my personal preference. This brow gel works, it does the job, but it kind of makes a little bit of a mess, and I get brow gel kind of above my brows as well. So again, a product that I don't think you can get, so I won't be repurchasing. I'll probably just go back to the NYX brow glue, but I'm going to use that while I have it, obviously. I do really like the highlighter that's in the 3 Steps to Sculpt palette, but this darker shade, it's definitely more of a contour shade than a bronzing shade, so I'm still finding myself reaching for my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, which honestly, I hit pan on this like a while ago because I just use this so much. I definitely need to just get another one and probably get rid of this one because I've had it for a while anyways. So that's kind of the update on that little palette, which again, don't think it's something you can get. So it's not like I really enjoyed it and wanted to repurchase it. Like I said, I do like the highlight shade, but I'm sure I could find another highlighter at the drugstore from NYX, e.l.f., Physicians Formula, any other brand, and I would like it just as much. Now for the blush, I do really like this blush. It's a little bit of a pain to open sometimes. I did already dig my nail into it a little bit. I don't remember if I did that while recording that video or if I did that another time I applied blush. It is pretty pigmented, but I do love a blushy cheek. I haven't tried the glowy version yet, but I do really like the matte one. Now that it's June, maybe I'll break out the glowy one. But again, I just don't really do makeup these days, and so find it kind of hard to like play with makeup because I don't really have time in the mornings. If I went to bed earlier, I could wake up earlier and have time to do a full face or even just a little bit of makeup, but I barely have time to like do my brows and mascara, honestly. Which, speaking of mascara, I have been using the On The Rise mascara interchangeably with my ColourPop mascara, which this is still available. So if you like a volumizing mascara, you'll probably like this a lot. I'm still not a huge fan of the wand. I'm just not a huge fan of rubber bristles. I know a lot of people like rubber bristles. They're just not really my favorite, but the mascara is still good and it does the job. It's volumizing and I like how it makes my lashes look, so I have been using it. I do really like this and I do recommend it, and it's still available. Last couple things, I've used the primer a couple times. Like I said in the video, it's like a moisturizer consistency and feeling on the skin, so I do really like it considering, again, my skin is drier. The eyeshadow palette I haven't really used since that video, if I'm being honest. Maybe one of these days I'll do an eyeshadow look with it, but I'm just, again, pretty lazy when it comes to getting ready these days. I do my hair and some mascara and that's about it. And then the last product, this is again a product that is not available anymore, but the concealer, it does the job. It's nice and it's not too drying under my eyes, which is really nice, but can't repurchase obviously. So that's kind of just a little update on all those products that I used in that video. Honestly, not really sure what I'm going to do on stream. but I'll figure it out. I'm gonna finish getting ready, go live, and we'll see what we get into today. It's about 6:45. I just ended a stream a few minutes ago, raided into my lovely friend Ashley. I will have her channel linked down below, obviously. And now I'm just gonna hang out for a couple minutes before Ryan gets home. I do need to grab the towels out of the dryer and just chill for a little bit. Obviously, since it's Sunday, it is hair wash day, so it's gonna be a little more in-depth of a shower for me just because washing this hair takes some time. We are probably not gonna eat dinner until maybe closer to 8. We're gonna do the Instant Pot chicken pesto pasta recipe, which I will also have linked down below. I might actually start that now, well, because Ryan will get home and hop in the shower. I can have that going, and then maybe I can have it cooking, like the pressure cooking portion happening while I'm in the shower, and then maybe it'll be done when I get out. I actually might do that. So actually, instead of just like chillaxing for a little bit until Ryan gets home, I'm gonna go get dinner started. Then I'm gonna hop in the shower once he's done. So that's kind of the plan for the rest of the evening. Earlier this week, we started Abbott Elementary. So we might watch an episode of that tonight when we're eating. We'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna go get dinner started and I'll catch you later. Brushed my teeth and done my skincare, and I am about to get in bed and do a little bit of reading. And I am just realizing that this is like the 4th or 5th talking clip today, and I haven't even updated you and told you that I finished finale last night. The way it ended on like low-key kind of a cliffhanger, I'm a little upset. Ask Ryan. I threw my Kindle down when I finished and I was like, it's done. It's done. How is it done? I know there's a novella after finale called Spectacular, but I don't know if I'm gonna read it just yet because it is more of a Christmassy vibe from what I've seen. So I might save that for later this year. It is June now, so we're halfway there. But I don't know how to articulate my thoughts on it. It was really good, and honestly, I think I enjoyed it the most out of the 3. I know I said last week that I felt like it was kind of taking me a while to get into it. I think I misspoke, and it was more just like I was just reading too late, going to bed too late, to where I couldn't read enough at a time, because the more I got into it, the more I didn't want to stop reading, and I wanted to just stay awake and read instead of going to bed. So I did really enjoy it. Probably like 4.5 stars, not 5, but 4.5 stars, I think, because I liked it, I think, more than the first 2, and I'm sad it's over. I know the Once Upon a Broken Heart series is set in the same universe, so I do think I'm gonna read that soon, but I'm gonna take a break from series right now and just read some standalone books. I do have Ariadne, I think is how you pronounce it, on my Kindle. So I'm gonna start with that, read that next. Books keep coming available on Libby. I have Babel, Electra, the From Blood and Ash series, like all these books that just keep becoming available. So I do think I'm gonna read Ariadne because I do already have it on my Kindle, but I don't know what I'm gonna read after that. Like if I'm gonna read another standalone Greek mythology, if I want to jump into another series. Fearless keeps becoming available on my Kindle as well. So I do think I'm going to read Ariadne and then maybe Fearless. That way I can finish the Powerless series. But then I don't know what I'm going to read after that. If it's going to be another Greek mythology or another standalone, like maybe I'll read Babel, or if it's going to be like another series, who knows? There's so many books. Obviously, I have a library card, Libby, and my Kindle, so I can read basically anything. But anyways, that's a future just problem. We'll figure that out once we finish the next book on our list. Finishing finale does put me at, I think, 8 books finished for the year. I could be wrong. If it's not 8, then I will put the correct number here somewhere. But yeah, we're just cruising through the books. Anyways, I am yapping when I need to be going to bed because, like I said, it's 10 o'clock and I obviously have work tomorrow because tomorrow's Monday. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. As always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, if you could give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, I would really appreciate it. And leave a comment down below letting me know what book you think I should read next. Obviously, I'm gonna read Ariadne, but if you have any thoughts on what I should read after that, let me know because I'm open to suggestions. But I'm going to get in bed and do a little reading and fall asleep. So I will catch you in the next video. Bye.